So All in the Family is one of the most recognizable TV shows to come out from the 1970s. With its success, spawned several spin-offs. Some are very recognizable, like Maude or The Jeffersons, but there have also been lesser-known spin-offs, which go into the topic of this discussion in the video. When watching All in the Family, and its 9 years on the air, one of the most common recurring gags is Archie butting heads with Mike, his son-in-law. Political beliefs or religious beliefs or just disagree with him in general, it was very much a constant joke in the show. So around the 8th season, when the actors portraying both Mike and Gloria decide to leave, you start to see the breakup of this family unit that was established for nearly a decade. And why does this matter? Well, if you think about it, their characters, once written off, kind of had like a very depressing end to their run. The actors, Rob Reiner and Sally Struthers, decided to leave the show around season 8, which is normal. Cast members decide to leave and move on, and characters written off, or whatever happens, they move on. Well, in season 9, when they decided to come back for a guest spot, I believe for a Christmas episode or whatever it might be, the audience and also Edith and Archie learned that they've separated secretly for months now. Gloria was cheating on Mike with one of his colleagues, and that's the first sign of their marriage slowly breaking up. But it seems by the end of the episode that they made up and are going to try to work things out. Okay, up to speed now. Going into yet another spin-off of All in the Family called Archie Bunker's Place. This, in many words, follows Archie Bunker. When I understand, All in the Family was ending in 79, and the executives wanted to keep the show going. And it seemed most of the cast didn't want to come back except for Kayla O'Connor, who played Archie Bunker. So, to bring the characters back, we had a return of Mike and Gloria Stivic for, I believe, a Thanksgiving episode. And in this episode, we learned things just got worse. From the time we last saw them in a year prior, Mike has lost his job as a teacher. Gloria and him went to a protest, which Mike got arrested for, and their relationship is just even more gradually falling apart. With all of this being said, again, Archie Bunker's Place kind of leaves on a note where maybe they'll salvage the marriage a little bit and work things out. Yet again, it just gets worse. This goes into one of the lesser-known spin-offs of All in the Family. This spin-off is called Gloria. In this series, Mike leaves Gloria to go to a commune and went with a college student of his because he had to bring a partner, apparently. And in many ways, it's a sad end to the 4 main leads, different direction to take. I mean, I guess they couldn't really do much. At this point, Rob Reiner was already a director, taking that seriously more behind the scenes, so maybe he just didn't want to come back to be Mike again. So their only option was, well, we already established that Mike and Gloria are having problems, so let's just have them out of the picture altogether. It's just so sad to see these characters break up in a very depressing way. I guess that kind of relates to how All in the Family is about real life and how this stuff does happen, so there's that. But when you watch the full 9 seasons of All in the Family and you get this, like, as much as they argue and disagree, a very close family unit, and over time, as much as they're established of how close they are, behind the scenes in later seasons, they're slowly establishing their eventual breakup and bitter divorce, whether intentional or not. It was just put there in the background, and I guess if nothing works out with one of the leads, we'll just write them off. Well, we already have an established story of Mike and Gloria falling apart. Let's just go with that to make it about just her. So Gene Stapleton, who plays Edith, decided to lead the show around the cancellation of All in the Family and decided to come back to essentially just have a proper carryover to the show from one to the new one, but wanted to lead the show right afterwards. So Edith is killed off in the beginning of season 2. There's no more Edith. No more Mike, and Gloria's off somewhere taking care of her son, so we don't even have the All in the Family connection. So it really is just Archie Bunker's Place. And again, while it is only a TV show that ended years ago, there's no real point to complain. It's just sad to see that, like, all this happened, ended in the most bitter way possible. And it's sad because we grew to like these characters on the show. But again, that's probably how the show is written. It's very realistic. Not everything goes the way you want it to. And that's all I have right now for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like it, comment, share it. Let me know any topics you want to see next for a possible future video, and yeah, have a good day.